Hey, what up, everybody? My name is Ed. This is the weekly reset vendor video. But real quick, we do have to talk about the winter event that just went live today. We've got basically the next month to do it. Next 3 weeks, 6 days, and 6 hours. As the recording of this video, I will refresh this again each week. But without further ado, we will get right into it. I'm gonna skip over all the stuff I don't think you should worry about, just stuff that I think you should get, and we'll get right into it. But don't forget about this winter event. Get this stuff so you can get these keys donated as a community challenge as well as personal. And we will get right into it. Starting off here in the White House, we've got the cherished. Go ahead and skip that. Grown Gate, skip that. We do have explosive resistance for your chest piece if you need that. But otherwise, nothing really super beneficial here. Unless you just need those for proficiency's sake, for those named items. Big old Christmas tree, got a good old happy holidays celebration thing happening here in the community center, so that's super cool. Jumping on over here to the countdown vendor, we've got the Dare, the Closer, and the Good Times. Get this if you need it for 2 different max attributes for your library, as well as all 3 of those if you just need them for proficiency. Not really great weapons, but definitely better than nothing. So go ahead and get those for proficiency. But we will jump on over to the clan vendor, see what we got going on over here. And we'll see what we got. We got the proxy with perfectly tamper proof. Honestly, have not really used this yet, but the rolls on it aren't that great. The status effect is nice. It would be nice if it had even skill haste instead of armor regen, but just a double yellow there so you could roll it to a yellow. Honestly, you could keep it as is and just change it to a yellow. But I'm not really a big fan of tamper proof, but there's definitely some uses for it out there. Got one of the newer brand sets here, the Concentrated Company. Not a bad roll. Honestly, you could just max that out pretty quick to what it is. But there is nothing else really of value here other than you got max headshot for marksman rifles. But we'll go ahead and start jumping around to the settlements and see what these other vendors got. Alright, over here at the campus we've got Picard holster with health and armor. Honestly, probably skip it unless you just need it for proficiency. That's a really bad roll. We do have armor regen for your holsters though, so that would be a good one to get. But that unfortunately is all that we have here. So we'll jump on down to the castle and see what we've got going on. Fast traveling though, let's go with what is one thing you're wanting for Christmas this year. Leave me a comment, let me know what it is. I just want socks this year. Just socks. Nothing crazy. Definitely got, so we got the Lud, and we got max armor for holsters. So holsters getting some love to this time. But yeah, that is the most adult thing I've ever said. Is I want socks for Christmas. I don't need anything this year. I'm all about just taking care of my kids, taking care of my family, getting what they want. But I don't need anything this year. But that's okay. We got the Surge. That's it. Nothing really crazy. But no, other than the socks, probably just like Microsoft points. Be able to buy games and stuff off the store. So I used to do XP farming last week. Not used to turn around here to go to the public executions, not going over here to the dark zone. So gotta change that habit up a little bit. Got over here at the Dark Zone East. We'll hit these guys real quick.
Hey, agent.
Got the Commando. Not worth getting. Gonna just leave it as that. These guys I'm only gonna even look at the named items. Everything else you can scroll through if you all scroll through it quickly, but not really gonna worth stopping talking about anything. That cookbook, by the way, No, not worth that one. Got one more here, and then we have the 3 in New York, 2 in Haven, and 1 at the bridge. Over here we have Baker's Dozen. Let's go through the rest of it for you guys. If you don't have one, that's actually not a bad roll on 11% until you can get some 12s or the fingers crossed ever so lucky 13s. In my 27,000 shade, I've received 1 ever. I know some people that are sub 1,000 that have gotten multiple of them. That is getting spooned. You're getting so much RNG. Yeah, I'm at 1 in 27,044 shade. 1 13%.
Thanks for the trade.
Is what it is. Max chance. Sorry, max chance for LMGs. But that is also it for here. A pretty lackluster week going into this close to being Christmas. I kind of was hoping we'd get a little extra love, but that's okay. We have the headshot damage from the paratrooper again for marksman rifles, so you can just get it here instead. So that is another alternative option if you want to get that piece. But that is it for good old Haven. We got one more in Brooklyn for today's video, so I will meet you guys over there in just a second. Alright, over here in Brooklyn, see what we got in our last vendor. I do apologize for my voice. I haven't had a voice the last 2 days, actually. I'm getting over the cold. So, hopefully just chugging along enough that it's bearable enough for you guys. But I got headshot damage here for your good old rifles. Status effects for your knees. But that is going to be it for today. So that is going to be it for me for this video. I appreciate y'all being here. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.